Welcome back. After less than a day of deliberations, the jury of 12 has recommended that the Parkland school shooter, Nicholas Cruz, spend the rest of his life in prison without the possibility of parole. Joining me to break down that verdict is our 9 News legal analyst, Whitney Traylor. Good to see you.
Thank you, Gary. Good to see you.
So the prosecutors wanted the death penalty in this. So did most of the parents. They're kind of upset about all this. How did this happen? What's going on here?
Right. So that was the trial was completely about whether or not it would be life without parole or the death penalty, because he had pled guilty.
Right.
And so there were 17 counts of murder, 17 counts of attempted murder. And so what they had to do was go down on the verdict form and find for each victim how many aggravating circumstances versus mitigating circumstances, and they had to weigh that and then determine where they would go with it. And so they went with life without parole. And so the mitigating factors are things like his mother used drugs and alcohol while she was pregnant with him. He witnessed his own father be killed. All of these kind of things. He was remorseful. He pled guilty. So the jury could weigh those factors. And then the aggravating factors. It was heinous. It was cold. It was premeditated. All of these things. But remember, the DA has to prove the aggravating factors beyond a reasonable doubt. Mitigating factors is just a lower standard.
And you said in Florida, if one juror says no death penalty, then that's what it is.
That's exactly right. So it was a jury of 7 men and 5 women, and it had to be unanimous. We don't know how many folks it was. The deliberations were essentially a day or less than a day. That's not a significant amount of time. So I don't know if this is one holdout, because if it's one holdout, generally people will stay and continue. But this was, to me, somewhat of a short period of deliberation.
So is this the end of it, or can the prosecutor appeal that verdict?
Right. No, this is really the end of it. There's nothing they can do at this point. And interestingly, in Florida, the judge can't deviate because the actual sentencing happens on November 1st.
Okay.
And on November 1st, they're going to have client or victim impact statements and all of that, and then the judge will issue the formal sentence, if you will. But under Florida law, she can't deviate from that. She could only deviate if they had given the death penalty and going down, but she can't go.
Pretty interesting. Okay. Yep. Well, thanks for coming in, helping us understand that.
It's always good to be here.
Yep. Okay. Take care.
All right.